Hong Kong has announced plans to relax the city's existing mortgage ceiling to allow first-time home buyers into the market. During her annual policy address last Wednesday, Chief Executive Carrie said she hoped the plan could tackle the root of people's dissatisfaction. Our Zhao Yunfei has more on the reactions from house buyers and landowners.
Carrie Lam has set the tone for a series of housing policy reforms. She says housing is the toughest livelihood issue facing local society.
Housing is not simply a commodity, and that our community has a rightful expectation of the government to provide adequate housing. This is also a fundamental issue to social harmony and stability.
The current unrest in Hong Kong, though triggered by a now withdrawn fugitive bill, has come into a new phase.
The main reason of the protest is actually coming from the dissatisfaction of the young people toward the government or the society at large. So when they realize the housing price is very expensive, they couldn't afford a house, or when they realize they couldn't find a job that they want, or the salary isn't what they expected, then they become a hate to the society and the government.
The scarcity of land lifted home prices in Hong Kong about $1 million on average, but the average salary is just $2,000 per month. The new plan is to relax the existing mortgage ceiling to help first-time home buyers. People can borrow up to 90% of a property's value to a maximum of 8 million Hong Kong dollars, or $1 million. People are reacting differently on the policy.
Take myself as an example. My older son came back from studying in Canada. He's just fine. But my younger son just has an ordinary job. If I don't help him, he can't afford a house.
It looks like the plan can help people buy an apartment, but it added to our liabilities. It may benefit the middle class. Not everyone can afford the initial down payment of $800,000 for an $8 million house.
For those who own land, things could be more complicated. Tina Mack has worked as a consultant with Hong Kong real estate investors for decades. She says the current situation can make investors quit the market, and the new policy seems like good news for buyers.
There's a little bit of instability here, so investors always will look for other possibilities to park their money, to invest their money, to protect their money, because they worry, so they will leave. And then that will create some inventory they might want to sell with a discount. This, to me, in my opinion, is the best time to buy in Hong Kong.
One Hong Kong official says the new plan would not be a major factor affecting home prices.
The mortgage ceiling is just one of the many factors that would affect the price of a piece of property. The global economy, the local employment, and supply and demand, all these would come into play.
Chan Fan says the move simply aims to give a chance for those who have saved for a new home.